everyone, it's Mia from Rose Nails by Maria Slade, and oh my god, look at these brushes. These are brand new brushes from SBD London. They are friggin' gorgeous. They are like a baby pink and baby blue ombre with all these like gorgeous diamond elements of them that obviously match the brand, and obviously all the like brand namings in diamonds. Oh, they're just gorgeous. So I wanted to show you these brushes and also how I prep them. They're also a good weight as well. So this is gel brush number 4. So this would be for gel application. Oh, I was just showing you there's like a bit of packing dust on it. And there's packing powder in the brushes as well. So when you get them, they're going to be quite stiff. So what you want to do is very, very gently. I look like I'm doing this roughly, but I'm not. I'm doing it gently. Sort of tease the bristles apart so that they're not stiff anymore and get out any of that packing powder. It's quite hard to see on camera, but in like real life, it almost looks like the brush has like dandruff. It's got like little white flecks in it. So you can tell when you've got all the packing powder out of it. And then I've got a little bit of the SBD London rubber base coat on my palette here, and I'm just going to sort of run my brush through the base coat so that it's all prepped and ready to go. You should always, always, always keep a little bit of clear gel in your brushes to keep them nice and supple, and then make sure you put the lid on really carefully so you don't bend the bristles out of the way, and also, and obviously, make sure you keep them out of sunlight or it will harden in the sun. Right, this is gel brush number 6. Again, just getting off the bit of that packing powder, releasing the bristles a little bit, really gently push, and then I just either use my finger or use my nail sort of through the brush just to sort of tease those bristles apart a little bit. Make sure that all the hairs of the brush are moving nicely and all the packing powder is out of the brush before I load it up with a little bit of rubber base coat. I do move that into view so you can see what I'm doing. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. It's just so that it's got like a nice coating of base coat, just a clear gel product running all the way through it, and then popping that back on. So these will be for like hard gel application or like block colouring if you use your brushes for that kind of thing too. It's just, I can't wait to use these. I'm so excited, it's ridiculous. Right, this is the Detail Fine 7mm detailer brush. You can see how thin it is. It's going to be so good for detailed work. This one had a little bit more of the packing powder on than the others. It probably didn't. It probably was just the fact that the brush is so small. It was just more noticeable. So I do make sure I'm really teasing that out. You can see very, very slightly. There's like a little white sort of lumpy bit on the end of the bristles that I'm trying to get off. That's just a little piece of the packing powder. Totally fine, totally normal. Just keep very gently teasing your fingers through those bristles until it's all gone, and then very carefully load up your brush full of some clear gel product. I would always use base coat because you don't want your brushes loaded full of top coat because that's going to interfere with your adhesion when you're using them. Right, this is the Fine Liner 5mm. This one is so tiny. Look at this. It's so tiny. It is going to be fantastic for all, like, I know I'm a little bit early here, but it's going to be so good for all the Christmas nail art that's going to be coming up. Like, I can't wait for Christmas nail art. It's my favourite time of the year to be a nail tech. So again, there was like a little bit of packing powder that was a bit stubborn on the end of the detail brush, but just be very, very gentle, tease through it with your fingers and your nails. Make sure you've got gloves on while you do this, and then load it up with some base coat. Right, this was one that I was quite excited to see as well. This is the new Ombre brush. Now, it's quite different to the old Ombre brush. Again, nice and stiff, so we're going to tease all that out. This Ombre brush has a lot more... how am I going to word this right? A lot more of the fine hairs. So you know at the base of an ombre brush, obviously the hairs are thicker and more dense. And then the end of an ombre brush, there are less hairs and the hairs are finer. You can see in a minute as I move my glove away. So like that's the thinner bits and the thicker bits are down by the base. I'm going to move my glove away any second so you can see it against my white background. There you go. It's got a lot more hairs on the thinner base than it the old brush did, or the other ombre brush for SBD London, but it's a lot more feathery. I can't really explain it, but it's so good. And it's going to be great for ombres, and marbles are another thing that I heavily rely on my ombre brush for. If you haven't seen one of my marble videos, go and have a look at how I do a marble, and my ombre brush is the thing that I use constantly. And then we've got our long striping brush, again, because it's long in length, be very gentle. I know I don't look like I'm being gentle, but you can see how this packing powder, look, it kind of like sticks it all together, almost makes it look like Barbie hair while it's got the packing powder in. So we need to tease all of that out very, very gently, but without making all the bristles sort of split apart. So very, very gently. This video is very slightly sped up, which is probably why it looks like I'm being a bit more rough than I actually am. But I'm just checking. You can kind of see a little bits of like sort of almost dandruff looking packing powder, making sure I've teased all of that out. And then look how good it moves. Oh, I love a striping brush. Like I love a striping brush. I use it for a lot of different artworks. So we're going to roll this through, kind of roll and pull through the base coat for the striping brush, because you want to keep that length and you want to keep all the bristles together. That was my dog that I'm looking after making a very strange sound, if you could hear it in the background. And yes, this is all the brushes. All of them are available on the SBD London website. They are gorgeous and I cannot wait to use them. See you in the next one. Bye.